Hello everybody, so this video is going to be going over my feelings about Mayhem 2.0 and Guardian Takedown. I'll be going over what I think needs to be changed and things I like and dislike. First, I'm going to go over Mayhem 2.0. I love Mayhem 2.0, but I do have my fair share of thoughts and ideas that could be changed or maybe replaced. I think Mayhem 2.0 is amazing, but I think the modifiers need to be changed, especially the very hard ones. All of the very hard modifiers are awful. Plain and simple, they all benefit the enemies. I'm perfectly okay with buddy system. While it is annoying, it feels like it's the only modifier that doesn't help every single enemy. Daze and Infuse is also extremely annoying. I feel like I have to change guns on every enemy I fight. Giving them an immunity to any element makes content like the Guardian Takedown and Malawan Takedown extremely difficult because of a chance to corrosion and shock immunity. Especially since, in the Guardian and Malawan Takedown, corrosion and shock are the main elements that you need to run through them successfully and easily. While Postmortem isn't an awful modifier, it is a nuisance when focusing on the mobs or boss and whatever content you're doing. I also feel like Holy Crit only benefits players with good aim or people who automatic crits like Flak. Not the face is just self-explanatory. It's the stupidest modifier. Let's reduce the critical hit damage by 75%, making every character useless. Including, of course, all the Vault Hunters. Now time for the modifiers that aren't in the very hard category, but still are annoying to deal with on certain characters or just in general. Modifiers such as Ticked Off and Pain Tolerance make even the most amazing builds useless because, well, Ticked Off reducing your elemental damage and dots by 90% and Pain Tolerance, reducing your damage by 3% each time you hit an enemy. I think these could be, at least Ticked Off especially, I feel like could be nerfed down to like 25% instead of a 90% damage reduction. Pain Tolerance, I feel like it doesn't need to be in the game with Ticked Off being in the game, especially since those two modifiers can be they can be rolled together. Floor is Lava is horrible for Vault Hunters who stand still for damage like Flak. Flak, he does have a skill that increases his damage when standing still. Turn, tail, and run. He gains with all 3 points turn, tail, and run. He gains a 25% damage increase while standing still and a 12% fire rate increase when standing still as well. I feel like if this is rolled, especially for one of the takedowns, Flak he can't stand still for the extra damage, because if you do stand still, you get hit with Floor is Lava, and then you're taking a fire dot, which if you're not playing Amara, it's just a pain in the ass. Those are really my only issues with Mayhem 2.0. They are all really only the modifiers. I think that the scaling, I do think that weapons definitely need to be buffed. I know that's coming out in Phase 2 of the patch, but using only the same couple of guns isn't very fun. It definitely makes every build feel the same. But now on to Guardian Takedown. Guardian Takedown is really fun. I've played it through multiple times. I love this takedown, but I do have my few issues. As I'm making this video the day after the health scaling, I still have issues. As I said on Twitter yesterday, I feel like mobbing is very limited to certain weapons, mainly chain weapons, such as the Reflux and the Recursion. Single target weapons work, they aren't as effective, which makes weapons like the Monarch, which are amazing for the takedown, and I feel like they're the only other weapon, really, that's viable, aren't the greatest for mobbing, which Flak mainly uses the Monarch for content like this, mainly because the recursion, while viable on him still, it's not as good as, say, Amara or Zane. Even after the health scaling, enemies still seem slightly tanky. They aren't anywhere near as bad, but it's like the trash adds kind of like the like with the red health bars. They seem still pretty tanky, but I can definitely tell a difference in the guardians and the bosses. While a fun mechanic, the crystals are annoying to do solo. They having to fill 3 crystals by yourself, as well as dealing with waves of enemies and trying to stop them from getting in the box, stopping you from filling the crystals. It doesn't seem very balanced. While yes, if you are solo, the crystals charge faster, you do still have to deal with the main issue of running around hoping one doesn't blow up if you do one slower than the others. Especially if you're like me and only have one friend. Shout out to Crypto, by the way. He and I have run the new Takedown together numerous times and solo numerous times. It's not fun to do. The crystals, even together on our strongest builds, both are unreleased currently. Also feel they're not like, they seem to be because both of us have flak builds that we use for most things. He's not the greatest at mobbing. He has mobbing ability, but bossing is definitely more of his forte. Also feel like the reward at the end of the takedown isn't like, I feel like it isn't worth it. The smog is amazing, yes, and the Globetrotter are also really good. I do wish the Web Slinger, while it does have its secret ability to climb walls, isn't I feel like it should have had it should be able to do at least damage for people that like that don't like doing skips, or that like doing going out of bounds and such. The light speed grenade, that's also a pretty nice grenade. Even while grenades aren't scaled, they still do pretty nice amount of damage, I'd say. I think Gearbox also missed a chance for this takedown to bring back Iridian guns into the Borderlands series, because we haven't had really any since Borderlands 1. While in Borderlands 1 they weren't the greatest of guns, they were still fun to they were still a fun addition. I feel like they didn't add them because people didn't like them, but I feel if they did them a better way, they could have been more worth it. They also could have added more guns from the previous games instead of crowding Scourge's loot pool with Mayhem 4 exclusives and his normal drops as well. Because I feel like Wotan and Scourge already had crowded enough loot pools with the ability to drop Mayhem 4 exclusives, and also being to drop any other gun in the game pretty much. But yeah, these are my feelings about the Guardian Takedown in Mayhem 2.0. Please feel free to leave your opinion in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and as well as turn on your notifications for weekly uploads. I'm not forcing you, but if you're generous enough, please do. I will see you guys all next time, and please enjoy the rest of your day. Have fun playing Guardian Takedown. Have fun playing Mayhem 2.0. I'll see you guys next week.